mean, seriously, why? And of course, the answer that comes back is, why not? But, why do we celebrate this feast? Why a star? Why these three magi? Whether magi means magicians, wise persons, kings, whatever. Why? What does this have to do with the story of the birth of Jesus? What does this have to do with our faith life? To a certain extent, nothing. And to a certain extent, everything. Obviously, we all know that all the prophecies point to Jesus, who becomes the Christ, as being the fulfillment of the Hebrew belief, the fulfillment of the Hebrew prophecies. For you and I, the personification, the enfleshment of the compassion of our God. But why these outsiders? What? As I've been looking at the readings for the next coming couple of weeks and thinking about the great themes that we're having between now and Easter and beyond, I've decided that at least some of my homilies will draw from the theme of the new evangelization, because they tag in very well. I think the Magi, or whoever they represent or whatever, people come looking for that star. Come looking for hope. Look at the world around us. Can you imagine very many people today not looking for hope? The new year just came. We hope we're going to lose weight. I hope anyway. We hope for so many different things. We hope that the world will be a better place. We hope that our family will experience good health. We hope on a deeper level that we'll experience peace in our lives. We hope that our family will be secure. We hope that our parish will continue to grow and be united with each other. We hope. There is that sense of hope that needs to be renewed in each of us. And I think it's renewed with the birth of every child. Every time there's a birth in our family, hope is renewed. You know what? Maybe we'll get it right this time. That doesn't mean we got it desperately wrong the first time. But we always hope with the birth of a child or with their baptism. And next week we celebrate the feast of the baptism of the Lord Jesus. We always hope that this time, in this generation, we're going to pull it off. We'll bring all the pieces together in the right way. We hope. And I think our opening prayer reminded of that. And sometimes, let's face it, sometimes when the opening prayer of the Mass is being prayed, our minds are elsewhere. And it's like, really? Those are the words you want to use? Or we're thinking about what's in the oven for dinner or something else. But it says that we, who know you already by faith, not like the Magi who went searching, but we who know the Lord already by faith, by virtue of our baptism, by virtue of our catechesis, by virtue of our living day after day, may be brought to behold the beauty of your sublime glory, so that we will see. And I think this is what the new evangelization at the heart is all about. Jesus, who is the incarnation, the enfleshment of the compassion of our God. Jesus, who is the enfleshment, the incarnation of God's love for the world, is visible to us. Now it is our responsibility to make it visible to others. That we who already know you by faith may come to share that with others. The Feast of the Epiphany, that's what this feast is commonly known as. The word Epiphany literally means the revelation of God, making God visible. That we get to see God in this moment. Epiphany, revelation. God is present to us every day. We have the opportunity for epiphanies every day. Every time we pick up the phone and talk to one of our children or grandchildren. Every time we write a letter or send a letter, even if it's email, every time we go out to dinner or sit for a cup of coffee with a friend, every time we reach out to somebody who is ill, housebound, or in need of hope, we can have those epiphanies, and we can be those epiphanies for others. We can be an epiphany of faith as we share our faith in what we do. You don't need to be out there knocking on doors. You know the old joke about what do you get when you combine a Seventh-day Adventist and a Roman Catholic. You get somebody who loves to knock on doors, but when they answer the door, he has no idea what to say. Yeah. That sense of we can be out there, not so much knocking on doors, not so much, this big proclamation and so forth, but simply living it. And in that, to reveal to others, to be an epiphany to others of the compassion, mercy, care, and forgiveness of our God. That can be a great New Year's resolution for us. That in all the things we do today, we will do two things. We will look for the epiphany of God that happens in our life today. God will make himself manifest to us today. If we enter the day with that conviction, we follow the star. We have found the star. How will the star bring us to Christ today? And then having found Christ, how will we be that star for others? That we may receive and that we may give. That's why